And this is Alex S. Johnson once again, reading the final few pages of Wicked Candy, the final girl story. It's the first story in the book. Oh, cool, said Ski Mask. Chainsaw Dude, are you good with that? Chainsaw Dude shrugged. Yeah, whatever. They were silent for a moment, then, seriously, you have a thing for gerbils? Ski Mask pulled off the mask and ran his fingers through long, unkempt, flaxen hair. His eyes were pale blue. A long, ragged scar cut up across his face from just below his left eye to where his beard began. Yeah, man, he said. So what? That's a little gay, but like I said, whatever floats your boat. It has nothing to do with sexual preference, dude. And for the record, I am 100% hetero, unlike some people. I actually have been with girls. Or I could. At least I have the equipment for it. Hey, that is hitting way below the belt, so to speak. Permission to chump wax? Asked Ski Mask. Permission very much granted, said Sally. Ski Mask lunged at Chainsaw Dude with the blade. He swiftly cut his throat and stabbed him in the heart. Gushing blood, Chainsaw Dude staggered in a circle and then collapsed on his face. The atmosphere went from bleak and gray to soft and diffuse. A golden ray of light peeked through the trees and began to spread. Music swelled from an unknown source. There was an awkward silence. So, what do we do now? I guess we just hang out for a while, said Sally, until, 3 minutes later, Chainsaw Dude's body had vanished. What happened, man? Asked Ski Mask. Animals drag him off or something? You wish, said Sally, watching with detached amusement as Chainsaw Dude suddenly sprang up from behind Ski Mask, saw roaring. The saw came down and neatly bisected Ski Mask. The two pieces fell apart in a shower of pus, blood, lymph, and bile. Ski Mask's intestines pooled out and lay on the ground in a steaming pile. Chainsaw Dude lowered the saw and glared meaningfully at Sally. She shook her head, then he too fell down and lay, finally, still. Well, this has been fun, but I gotta go, said Sally. She heard noises in the forest. Branches cracked. Twigs snapped. A pair of wrinkled hands shot out, black with rot. Great! A zombie! Sally picked up the chainsaw and waited. The zombie emerged from the trees. Half his face was missing. One eye drooled out on its stalk while the other eye socket swarmed with maggots. A cloud of flies buzzed around him. His overalls were falling off what was left of his shoulders. Sally lifted the chainsaw. The heft of it, its solid weight, felt good in her hands. She caressed the cutting chain and carefully picked off the meat, still clinging to it. A surge of giddy glee shot through her body as she raised the chainsaw above her head and brought it down on the zombie. Bits and shreds of gray flesh showered the air. She took her time with the decapitation, enjoying herself. Finally, she stopped. A pool of blood was spreading across the ground from the mound of body parts. Eyeballs gleamed from a soup of guts, bones, and bodily fluids. Gobble, gobble, we accept her, said Sally softly under her breath. One of us. One of us. Maybe, just maybe, she did belong in the genre, after all. Just not as the final girl.